Athletic Association. Southeastern High School would like to welcome you to this interscholastic contest between Fairfield Union High School and Circleville High School. To honor America, we ask that you would all please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Interface Video presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Dagger Long, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, Buckeye Toyota, Fairfield Medical Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield DD, North Body Shop, Fairfield County Adam H., The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, and ExploreHockingHills.com.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Interface Video Productions High School Basketball Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. And tonight we're at Larry Jordan Gymnasium at Southeastern High School for a Division IV Girls District Championship game in the Southeast District. It's the Fairfield Union Falcons coming in at 24-0, taking on the Circleville Tigers at 20-4. And Tim, it doesn't get any better than this. Two teams from the same league meeting up for the third time this year playing it for a district championship.
Yeah, the interesting thing is this is the third game, but they are a contrast in styles.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see that as the game begins, what each team wants to accomplish or have the best chance to accomplish to try and win the game.
Let's get right into it with our keys to the game, brought to you by North Body Shop. Since 1979, North Body Shop has been providing professional auto collision repairs on all makes and models. Don't think of going anywhere else to get your vehicle looking like new again. We pride ourselves on serving all the collision repair needs throughout Fairfield County. As always, you had a chance to talk to both coaches going into today's game. What do they have to tell you about what it's going to take for each of them to come away with a victory?
Well, I think the number one takeaway was both teams viewed it like, how can we score against the other team's defense? Against Circleville, you're going to have to be efficient against their zone. You're going to have to make some shots, but you're going to have to penetrate and get some good looks. From the Fairfield Union defensive standpoint, they apply pressure. So Circleville's key is take care of the basketball and get the ball inside to the post. They are a post-oriented offense.
Individually, of course, when you talk about Fairfield Union, you have to talk about Christian Thompson. 19.2 points a game. She's averaging over 10 rebounds a game, double-double. But it's not just Christian. She's got a lot of help from Taylor Smeck and Macy Martindale as well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't go 24-0 without a good team.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of people doing a lot of good things. And they have a whole quintet of people doing things well.
For the Circleville Tigers, Addison Edgington, the 6'2" sophomore. She's the District 14 Player of the Year, averaging 17.5 points a game. And before we go any further, let's just say what a joy it's going to be to watch her play. It's just a miracle that she's even able to play after a horrible car accident almost a year ago today.
Yeah, let's not go into every detail, but let's tell people out there, you need to look up her story and read it. It's an amazing thing, and it's a positive thing for all athletes to persevere and do what she's done.
On the court, she's getting it done. I mean, she has made, like we said, a huge recovery, and she's kind of picked up where she left off last year.
Sophomore, too, is what you got to remember, but it requires the other people, as we said, to handle the half-court pressure that Fairfield Union is going to apply defensively, and they got to get the ball to her in places where she can finish.
Tim, for Coach Keith Barr's Falcons, this is a team, I mean, it is extremely difficult to win every single game, no matter what sport you're playing, no matter how good your team. That's a difficult thing to do. I want to look at two different stretches throughout the season. First, from December 17th to December 27th. They had a 3-game stretch. They beat Hamilton Township by 6, Circleville by 11, Sheridan by 3. then a stretch of 3 games from January 25th to January 31st. They beat Hamilton Township by 13, Warren by 4, Circleville by 6. I mean, I think those 6 games really kind of maybe it showed what this Falcon team could do, because this is a team that's beating people by 21 points. They had 6 games where it was close, and they came out on top in all of them.
Yeah, they're very consistent, and when you bring the defense every night, Jared, it gives you an opportunity to be successful, because you're not going to make shots every night.
Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Sheridan Funeral Home. Sheridan Funeral Home is proud to be supporting high school basketball. They've been serving the communities of Lancaster and Fairfield County for over 100 years. It's the Falcons and the Tigers, the Division IV Southeast District Championship, and we are underway from Larry Jordan Gymnasium at Southeastern High School. Tip won by the Falcons, wearing all white today. Here's a 3-pointer put up from the left elbow, no good for Sattler, rebounded by the Tigers. Bringing it up the floor for Circleville will be Maddie Blakeman. Get it to the top to McConnell. Already we see the presence of this Falcon defense coming the other way. We've got a whistle and a foul. They're going to get Maddox Bingham with the foul.
Circleville foul, number 5, Maddox Bingham.
Now what you're going to see defensively is you're going to see Circleville in their 2-3 matchup. They try to tweak it and adjust to personnel.
Inbound is stolen away, coming the other way. The Tigers, it's McConnell. Check that, it's Kaylee West puts it up and in. And the Tigers on the board first, 2-0, 7:20 to play in the first quarter.
See, they keep the pressure on the ball, Jared, out of their zone.
Smeck gets it to the corner.
And she's long. I mean, the defensive guard here, number 5.
Yep. There's another steal by the Tigers, and now a foul going to be called on Avery Cottrell. Check out the Dagger Law replay here.
Fairfield Union foul, number 2.
It's a good job getting it and going for the Tigers.
Good job keeping the ball on the outside, on the hip. Finish the shot. Here comes the full court pressure. They're going to pass it up.
Here's Edgington. She'll get it to the top to Blakeman. Now West is double teamed and almost had it stolen away. Sattler almost came away with it. Here's Edgington from the block. Spin move inside, blocked by Christian Thompson. Falcons the other way. Avery Cottrell to the hoop, in and out, and tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons.
You know, regardless of the age of the players or how many you have returning, there's always a little tension in the beginning of every tournament game.
Yep, absolutely.
You can see it here on both sides a little bit.
Inbound comes into Thompson from the elbow. Her shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Edgington and the Tigers. West brings it up, being worked on by Cottrell. She'll get it into McConnell, then back to West. 3-point attempt, no good. Goes over the hoop or over the backboard. That's out of bounds. Coach Keith Barr yelling out, settle down.
Yeah,
that's what you said, Shu.
Yeah, it's typical, Jared. Just got to take your time, do what you do, and do it well. There you go. That's a good feed in the middle.
Dumps it to the elbow, wide open shot.
Yeah.
In and out. Thompson the rebound, the putback no good, but she's hammered. She's going to go to the free throw line. Foul's called on Maddie Blakeman. That's her first.
Foul, number 3, Maddie Blakeman. Her first. Team second.
Here's another Dagger Law replay. Watch this. They just had her hooked. They called the foul on the floor, so no free throws. And now it's dribbled out of bounds back to Circleville.
Yeah, just not strong with the ball right now. A little tense. It's only 2 minutes and 6 seconds in.
Cottrell almost had the steal, but she tips it out of bounds. It stays with the Tigers.
Yeah, 90-foot pressure here, man to man, player to player.
Blakeman will walk it up with Cottrell guarding her tightly, and then Cottrell tips it out of bounds. She's getting, that's one thing, we talked about when we saw this team earlier in the year when they played at Amanda. They do a good job getting their hands on the ball, getting up in the passing lanes.
A lot of deflections.
Inbound comes into McConnell. They'll dump it into Edgington. Edgington goes to the hoop, puts it up and in.
Yeah, good job sliding up the lane. Just too easy of an entry, really, Jared, defensively, if you're looking at it that way.
4-0 Tigers, 5:25 and counting in the first quarter. Smeck at the top, gets it right side. Here's Cottrell. In the corner, Sattler.
Yeah, you got to reverse the ball. There you go.
I think this is the first time we've seen it on the left side of the court for
Yes.
Fairfield Union.
You have to shift the ball. It shifts the defense.
Cottrell at the top to Smeck. Three-pointer put up, no good for Martindale, rebounded by Edgington. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Taylor Smeck.
Yeah, Taylor's had a heck of a run here recently, but the whole key to that, watch the drop step here by Addison.
Coach Keith Barr will take a timeout.
It's a good timeout, Jared, actually, to get yourself regrouped. You haven't made a shot yet. Started out with turnovers. Now you can't make a shot. You got to settle down. It's a long game. But with that, tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Buckeye Lake Marina. Remember, next spring, if you're looking for a new boat or a great pre-owned watercraft, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. More information can be found at buckeyelakemarina.com.
Tim, I think it's important to point out that Circleville is playing without freshman point guard Brooklyn Kramer, averaging 8.8 points a game, but late in January tore her ACL, so she's out. And really, they've had to adjust in their and who's going to bring the ball up the floor.
Right. Unfortunately for them, they were past halfway in the season.
Yeah.
And they've had time to make the adjustment before you get into the tournament stage.
McConnell gets it across the timeline, gets it to Edgington. Edgington sees an opening. Nice pass. Shots blocked by Thompson. I think that's her third block already tonight. Coming the other way, Martindale. She'll skip it over to Christian. Back to Martindale left side. In the corner, Cottrell for three. Off the front of the iron, Thompson, the board. Goes to the hoop and just flings one up there. She wanted a foul, no call. And it's going back to the Tigers. Inbound comes into Blakeman. You can kind of tell, Tim, that it seems like Maddie Blakeman right now is the only one comfortable dribbling the basketball, bringing it up the floor.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you know, we're half a quarter in here, so we'll see how that pressure, you know, works over a period of time.
Lob it into, wow, what a play, but she couldn't finish it.
Yep.
Lobbed it into Edgington, right back to Blakeman, and she couldn't finish. Thompson gets it to Smeck, 3:56 and counting in the first quarter. Fairfield Union looking for their first points, and there it is. A three from Christian Thompson. Blakeman brings it up, worked on by Cottrell. West now gets it to the right side. This is Bigham. Clock rolls down to 3:22 in the first quarter. They'll get it inside. Here's Edgington. Has her shot blocked again. Thompson all over it. Christian quickly the other way. Smeck in the corner. Tries to go baseline. Nice job by Blakeman to cut her off. Ball out of bounds back to Fairfield Union. And the scoreboard says 2. I'm pretty sure that was a 3, wasn't it? That was well behind the line.
Yeah, that was
We just saw
definitely
the
a
replay,
three-point
yeah.
shot.
Number 40, Alexis Lee.
Our scoreboard has it right.
Yeah. The scoreboard in the gym still says 2, but that was clearly behind
Right.
the three-point line. Here's Thompson being guarded by Blakeman.
Yeah, you got to move the ball.
Skips it all the way across the court, Martindale. Good idea, trying to get it inside to Alexis Leaf. It goes out of bounds. There you see the scoreboard at 4-2. So they have to get that corrected. Thompson took the inbound pass, tried to get it right back to the inbounder, Maddie Mitchell, but she was still out of bounds. Full court pressure from Fairfield Union, man-to-man. Mitchell working on Maddie Blakeman. And going to call a foul on Maddie Mitchell. He let her go for a while with the hands and then finally called it.
Her first team foul, number 3.
Now we've got officials discussing.
Yes,
I think they're talking
brought it
about
up.
the scoreboard. Yeah. They're talking about the score. And yeah, he's going to go over and correct it. That it is a 3.
Yeah.
And as you can hear, the applause from the Fairfield Union faithful. Good job by the officials to get it right. 4-3 is a score, 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Get it inside to Blakeman. Back out now. Thornsley, skip pass. Blakeman inside the paint, shot up no good. Edgington, the rebound, her put back up and in.
Rebound, basket, Edgington.
Addison has 4 in the game.
Nice job keeping the ball high, Jared. Fine touch on the end of that rebound.
Thompson from the free throw line, up and good.
Thompson.
6-5 with 2 minutes to play. And now a foul. That's another. That's going to be 2 quick ones on Maddie Mitchell.
Falcons foul number 13.
Not sure what the Falcon faithful are complaining about. I thought that was pretty obvious.
Number 4. Cottrell returning for the Falcons.
Yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah.
I think Coach Barr thought that she traveled first.
Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Blakeman, right side. Thornsley. Thornsley gets it to the elbow. Edgington takes a couple steps inside the paint. Her shot no good. Thompson the rebound. Here comes the Falcons. Thompson, nice dump inside Smeck. Her shot's blocked, but a foul going to be called on Mallory McConnell.
And that's one of your concerns when the shots miss for Circleville. Coach Bigham talked about it. You got to have good transition defense. They know what defense they're in, Jared. So there's no reason to be slow getting back. You have to sprint back.
Smeck shooting 2.
5'5" junior Taylor Smeck at the free throw line, 70% free throw shooter.
Yeah, she's really picked up the pace scoring here a little bit. Become the third scorer behind Christian Thompson and Martindale. So that helps. You have to have 3 scorers to really be successful. It's pretty hard if you don't.
She ties it up with that one, could take a lead with this second one. Taylor averaging 8.2 points a game. And she drains both free throws to take a 7-6 lead for the Falcons. First one of the night. Blakeman will bring it up, this time being worked on by Avery Cottrell as Maddie Mitchell checked out with those 2 fouls. Edgington's pass intended for Allie Thornsley goes behind her and out of bounds. Circleville fans having some words for Coach Barr over there.
Now he's best to ignore them.
Yeah. Dump it to the elbow, almost stolen away. They'll get it right back to Cottrell. Now Leaf.
Yeah, the girls on the top of the Circleville zone do an outstanding job, Jared.
3 in the corner for Thompson, no good. Backside rebound for Bigham. Blakeman will bring it up, under a minute to play. 45 seconds here in the first quarter. Almost stolen away by Cottrell. Shot put up on the baseline, no good for West. Rebounded by the Falcons. Quickly the other way comes Smeck. Taylor, nice move inside the paint. Couldn't get the shot to go. Edgington the rebound.
That's the pace you want to play at Fairfield, but you've got to just swing the ball sometimes. In transition, just swing it to the other side.
And a whistle and a block going to be called on Taylor Smeck. And And that's going to be her second foul. So now they have Maddie Mitchell with 2 and Taylor Smeck with 2 as you see the dagger law replay here.
Yeah, just too tight, Jared. You just can't be that tight.
I think a lot of times, fans think because the person with the ball goes into her, that's automatically a foul on her. But if the defender is still moving.
Right, and you impede their attack toward the basket,
yeah.
It's a foul.
I mean, if she goes over and gets her foot planted on that sideline and then stands there and they run over, that's a different story. Smeck will check out with those 2 fouls.
Yeah, that's big. She really handles the ball a lot for them.
First free throw is no good. Second one also no good. Rebounded by Thompson with 10 seconds. Christian bringing it the other way, down to 8. Thompson back out to Cottrell. They'll swing it down to the corner. Shot put up at the buzzer for Martindale, no good. And that's where we'll end the first quarter with Fairfield Union with a 7-6 lead. And I think really that first quarter kind of sloppy for both teams. A lot of nerves maybe here in this district championship game.
Oh, I definitely believe that. And just settle down. Just play the game how you've played it all year to both teams. Take your time. They've missed some shots probably that they're used to making. They've bobbled some balls that they're used to catching. So generally what happens with good teams, like both these are well-coached, good basketball teams, generally it does settle down, Jared, and the play improves as the game goes on.
For the Circleville Tigers, they got to this game after beating Greenfield McLean the other night. And in that game, Addison Edgington had 23 points. Kaylee West had 10. Blakeman was 7 and Mallory McConnell was 6. But that was it for the scoring for the Tigers, which is one thing really that Coach Barr has talked about for the Falcons as well, is getting more girls involved in the scoring.
Right, and he would prefer a little more balance, but I think they've gotten that with Smeck because she stepped up and been the third scorer like we talked about before, but now she's in foul trouble. You got to find somebody else to help you score because they're good teams at this time of year, and especially these teams are familiar with each other.
Yeah.
You're going to try to take away the better scoring players. You may not stop them, but you want to minimize their effectiveness.
Right. You mentioned Coach Keith Barr in, I guess you could say, his second stint as head basketball coach, but first stint as the girls coach at Fairfield Union in his first season.
Yeah, the first 15 with the boys.
Yeah. And they've done an outstanding job this year, 24-0 overall. They finished 12-0 in the Mid-State League Buckeye. Nice play there. A dump to Edgington. She puts it up and in.
Good catch, good finish.
She's got 6 of her team's 8 points. Thompson left side to Miller. Out front to Cottrell. Martindale, crossover dribble. Good recovery defensively by the Tigers. Thompson, quick first step baseline. Falcon fans wanted a foul. No call, and it goes out of bounds off of Leaf.
Mitchell returning for the Falcons.
Here's the replay of that last play.
Yeah, so she catches it, Jared, under control. Got that left hand.
Shot it with her left hand.
Yep, well, she's left-handed. So she's on the left side. That's smart to get her where she's comfortable.
Right.
Fairfield giving them a little show of a matchup zone here themselves.
Blakeman.
Here's the thing with that. Circleville wants this tempo.
Yeah.
This is how they want it.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're going to play the zone or the matchup, you may have to get out and extend and pressure a little bit.
There's a three put up and in for Maddie Blakeman. 11-7 Circleville. Leaf to Thompson, quick pass to the corner. Nice move by Cottrell, and she's going to be fouled by Addison Edgington.
Yeah, she swatted, Jared. If she just stays vertical, it'll be a tough shot for a guard driving in there.
You know, one thing about this Tigers team, they are very young.
Very what?
Very young.
Very, very young team. You're correct.
Cottrell to the free throw line. First one's up, no good. And ironically, for the Circleville team, they came into this situation last year, not against Fairfield Union, but 24-0 like Fairfield Union is this year. They were 24-0 and lost.
Yeah, Sheridan.
Sheridan got them.
But with 7 divisions this year, it's a lot different,
Right.
Jared. The whole setup is different.
Good hustle by Cottrell. Might be a 10-second violation, and it is. That was all Cottrell right there, one-on-one with Maddie Blakeman. And the Falcons get the 10-second violation. .6:27 to play in the first half. Circleville leads at 11-7. Mitchell to Leith, quickly over to Cottrell. Leith now, right side Cottrell. Tried to get it to Leith, and it's tipped around, stolen away by the Tigers. Bigham will swing it to Blakeman. Now to Thornsley. You mentioned it. This is the pace that Circleville wants. Slow
Absolutely.
it down, run their offense. McConnell back out to Blakeman. And then Thompson swats it out of bounds.
Well, the thing is, too, when you're a passer, I know Coach Bigham talked about they work on feeding the post. You have to fake a pass and then make the pass.
Yeah.
That's huge at this level.
Blakeman to inbound, gets it in the corner. Thornsley. Now here's Edgington inside the paint. Puts a shot up, no good, over top of Leith. Rebounded by the Falcons. Thompson gets it up ahead to Martindale. Macy gets it down there, and a block going to be called on Bigham. That'll be her second foul.
Circleville foul number 5, Maddox Bingham, her second. Team foul number 2.
So Maddox will check
West
out.
returning for the Tigers.
Kaylee West comes back in for Circleville. Mitchell to inbound for Fairfield Union. Gets it over to Alexis Leith. Now Thompson. Skip pass back to Thompson. In the corner, here's Mitchell.
Yeah, you've got to move your perimeter people so they can't always find where you are, Jay. They have to turn their head and look in a zone.
Little baseline jumper put up, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Her putback, no good. Edgington the rebound. And stolen away by Thompson. She puts it up and in.
She tried not to travel, but it would have been better had she traveled.
Yeah, you're right. For her, it would have been. And
Yes.
the Tigers. The bucket by Thompson makes it 11-9, Circleville. Blakeman trapped.
If you're going to do that, there has to be somebody rotate up, Jared,
Right.
to go through that pass.
Skip pass to the top. Now they get it to Edgington. Addison to the block is trapped, has to get rid of it, and almost throws it away. Blakeman now dumps it inside. Shot put off the glass, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll go to Fairfield Union. They had a good look.
Yeah, watch here.
For Fairfield,
Christian misses it.
number 20.
Addison's trying not to travel, and she flips it up, and guess what?
Wrong person.
A nice pass.
Yeah, she got
To
the
the wrong
assist.
team.
Yeah, assist to the wrong team for her. Good idea there.
Yes.
Ball loose, and it'll be taken up by Mitchell.
Yeah, you got to move people on the perimeter.
Right side, Martindale. Macy yet to score in this game. She's averaging 12.4 a game.
Yeah, one of their better scorers.
Now trapped is Cooper Ryder and lost the basketball. And Coach Bigham wants a timeout for Circleville. They lead it 11-9 with 3:42 to play in the first half.
Yeah, probably not a bad timeout at this moment.
Full timeout, Circleville.
And as a reminder, you can find live and past games on our YouTube channel. Just search for CLN, your hometown connection, on YouTube to find games and other programming. While you're there, make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any action. Also, if you're on Facebook and Twitter too, which is now X, check us out on those social media platforms. Just search for Interphase Video Productions.
This is the third meeting of the year for these two teams, coming both from the Mid-State League Buckeye Division. Fairfield Union, of course, won both of those. That's obviously when they're 24-0, but they beat Circleville on December 21st by 11, 48-37, and they beat them on January 31st by 6, 41-35. You and I were talking on the way down here. Of course, you know, the popular line is hard to beat a team 3 times. What's your thought on that?
Not if you're better than the other team. You know, you got to play well, though.
Right.
Because there's definitely some familiarity here, but you've just got to play better than the other team tonight. Yep. And one night. Doesn't matter what happened all season. It's a one-game season right now. I
think even harder than beating a team 3 times is it's hard to win every single game. I mean, the pressure is on the Falcons every night since they are now 24-0.
Yeah, when you have that goose egg sitting in the loss column.
Ball thrown out of bounds and go back to Fairfield Union.
But, you know, they've been the target all year. So at this point, it's a new season anyway. You're trying to go, I don't know, how many games have they won to get here? 2?
Yeah.
So you're trying to go 3-0 tonight. None of the rest of that matters.
Right. Mitchell double dribbled.
Yeah. Good job. I tell you, the top of the Circleville zone, the girls have length. They're really good. They know who they're guarding. And that's why I think you got to move maybe your personnel out top a little bit so they're not sure who's there all the time.
Got a lot of bodying up going on with Edgington and Cooper Ryder at the foul line as Blakeman needs to get rid of it. Finally does to McConnell. Nice pass. Shot's no good for Kaylee West, but she's fouled by Thompson.
Falcons foul number 10, Christian Thompson.
That's the first for Christian.
Team first.
Yeah, got her with the body.
Yeah, it was down below.
Kaylee West shooting 2.
So West at the free throw line. Got the first one. It's the first free throw for her team tonight. They were 0 for 2, I believe. Second one for Kaylee is up and good. Boost the lead to 13-9 for Circleville. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Martindale with the basketball, gets it right side to Thompson. Back out front to Mitchell. It's not a lot of movement in this offense. A lot of standing
around.
around.
You got to flash into the middle, then step outside.
Martindale has it taken away and then tied up. And the jump ball going to give it to Fairfield Union.
Foul ball called, possession, Fairfield Union.
And of course, the Falcons have 2 girls with 2 fouls. Mitchell, one of them, playing with those 2 fouls. Taylor Smeck is the other one. That's a big one, as she's been on the bench for quite a while. Here's a 3 up and in for Macy Martindale.
That was out there, Jared.
Yes, it was. 13-12. Fairfield Union back to within 1. Maybe that's the spark that Martindale and the Falcons needed there. That's our first points of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're going to see. We look at both teams. They're really good defensively.
Edgington. And who'd they get? Did they get Mitchell or did they get
I think
Thompson?
so.
If they got Mitchell, that's 3.
Yeah.
And they did. Wow. 3 fouls on Maddie Mitchell.
Well, Addison's not comfortable yet going to her right hand.
Right.
So you got to stay on her right shoulder.
There's that 3 from Martindale.
Yeah,
that was way out there. Coach Keith Barber talking to the official Johnny Evans, asking to watch the elbow. When they get the ball on the block, he feels like they're maybe rapping with that elbow. Second free throw for Edgington, also no good. Thompson the rebound. Here she comes, Christian, 2-on-2. Dumps it over Martindale for 3 on the other side. No good. Nice rebound by the Falcons. Back out to Martindale for 3 again. And Edgington the rebound this time. Good job by Samantha Sattler on that rebound.
Yeah, Sattler's good around the basket, on the boards.
And almost had a steal right there, Sattler did. Wide open 3 put up, no good for West. Long rebound for the Tigers. 1:30 to play in the first half. And stolen away by Thompson. Christian works her way in the paint, puts the shot up. No good, but she's fouled.
Well, one of the things you have to understand, when she's guarding you, Judge, you're not going to throw it over top.
Right.
Like I said earlier, fake it and then pass below her arms. She's tall, she's athletic, and she's got really good ball-eye coordination.
Yep. Now Coach Brian Bigham telling the official he doesn't like that call. Free throw for Thompson's no good. Well, both teams having trouble at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, just like I said, just a little tight and wired.
Now entering the lineup for the Tigers, number 23, Jocelyn McLaughlin.
McLaughlin checks in for Circleville. Thompson will get another free throw, try to tie it up. Right now they trail 13-12 with 1:20 to play in the first half. Second free throw for Christian, also no good. Good rebound by Sattler, kick it back out to Martindale. Now Thompson, she'll fire up the three, no good. Rebound in the corner by the Tigers.
Got an advantage here.
Quickly up ahead to Thornsley. And ball tipped around, controlled by the Tigers. Good move, shot up and in for Kaylee West. She's got 6.
She made a nice fake there, Jared.
Yes, she did.
Got her open.
15-12, Circleville, under a minute to play in the first half. Martindale gets it to the corner to Sattler. Drives to the elbow. Now here's Leith. And her pass out to the corner to Cottrell is tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, Circleville zone smothering them. Yeah, watch the fake. Whoops.
Yeah.
Great step through. Good finish.
Did somebody get a technical foul just now? The official is removing Alexis Leith from the game. Now he's going to explain to Coach Keith Barr what's going on. He didn't go to the scorer's table.
Falcons, number 30, Jill Cooper-Ryder.
So he did not call a technical foul, but he removed her from the game. Interesting. I've never seen that.
No idea with that move.
Huh. Good play. Cooper-Ryder shot off glass, no good. Rebound and put back, no good, but a foul going to be called on Circleville. Tell you what, Sattler's been all over the place on the boards, and she's really not even that tall at 5'8", but she's doing a good job on the offensive boards.
She does. She's really active, and that's what it takes to be a good rebounder. You got to be active toward the ball while the ball's in the air.
Thornsley was called for the foul. That's her first. So Samantha Sattler at the free throw line. No good. She'll get another. Falcons trail at 15-12 with 28.8 seconds to play in the first half. Second one up, no good. Rebound for Circleville. Thornsley.
Not matched up.
Skips it to the corner. Now gets it right back on the opposite side. Down to 13 seconds. Here's Blakeman. Blakeman back out to Thornsley. Swinging around with 5 seconds. Trying to get it into Edgington. Inside the paint. Shots blocked at the buzzer. Christian Thompson with another block. That's at least 4 for her so far tonight. But we go to halftime with the Tigers up 15-12. And Tim, I think still both teams just not on their A game tonight.
Well, two things. As we talked before, a little antsy, but also we got to realize both these teams are really good defensively. Both teams, when you look at their overall team statistics, especially for the last 10 games or so, neither one of them are given much over 30 points a game. So here we are, 15-12, and this is what we kind of expected.
We're going to take a timeout. We come back, we'll have some first half stats and analysis, and then all the second half play-by-play action on the high school basketball game of the week. Stay with us.
If you've been thinking about getting a home loan, now is the time. Hi, this is Carrie James from Fairfield Federal. Our experienced lenders are here to help you make your vision a reality. For more than 125 years, we've been helping our community achieve home ownership. Fairfield Federal has convenient online application for your home loan, home equity loan, and home equity line of credit needs. Visit fairfieldfederal.com to get started. Fairfield Federal for checking, savings, and home loans. Data charges may apply, subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
At Fairfield DD, there are a lot of things to be excited about in 2025. We've launched a new website that has a ton of great information for the community. We also have implemented a brand new strategic plan where we lay out steps that we'll take in the next few years to move our mission forward. As always, community partnerships and collaboration help us succeed as together we move as one. March is right around the corner, and with it comes Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. Fairfield DD is excited to participate in a wide range of events that raise awareness and build a community that values every person. Find out more at fairfielddd.com.
Great automotive service is just around the corner at the Buckeye family of dealerships. Whether it's Buckeye Nissan in Hilliard, Georgesville Nissan at the Georgesville Auto Mall, Buckeye Honda of Lancaster, Buckeye Toyota of Lancaster, or Buckeye Collision Center in Hilliard. Team Buckeye services all makes and models at each location, utilizing modern practices with hundreds of years of experience, giving you peace of mind. That's how we Buckeye.
Fairfield County has so many wonderful resources for those in addiction with mental health issues. There's so many great court supports to promote accountability so that there's just a positive change across the board. There's so many great interactions within all the community agencies. The Adam H Board is wonderful at providing resources for the whole population to be able to make sure that all those barriers are met and that those needs are taken care of.
I like working in Fairfield County because it provides me the opportunity to make positive change where I live. Fairfield County has a great network for veterans to help. It makes me proud that we know we take care of our veterans here.
I'm kind of new to it. I've been here for about a year, but it's interesting because you get a little bit of everything. We're right here smack in between the big city of Columbus and Appalachia. So you get to work with all kinds of people, get to do all kinds of things. But my favorite thing about Fairfield County is the people. They are passionate, they are fun, they are engaged, and it's a great place to work.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Larry Jordan Gymnasium here at Southeastern High School. We're at halftime of the Division IV Southeast District Championship game. Fairfield Union trails Circleville 15-12. Let's take a look at some first half scoring. First of all, for Fairfield Union, it was Taylor Smeck with 2 fouls. However, Taylor went out early she has 2 points. She went out early with 2 fouls as well. Macy Martindale has 3 points, and leading the way for the Falcons is Christian Thompson with 7 points. So again, Smeck 2, Martindale 3, Thompson with 7. And checking the fouls, it's Smeck with those 2. Maddie Mitchell has 3 fouls in the first half. For the Circleville Tigers, it is Maddie Blakeman with 3 points. Then they have 2 girls with 6. It's Kaylee West with 6 and Addison Edgington with 6. Blakeman 3, West 6, Edgington with 6. And as far as fouls go for them, they've got Mallory McConnell with 2 and Maddox Bigham with 2. So both teams with a couple of girls with more than a foul as we head into the second half. So your halftime score, Circleville leads Fairfield Union in the third meeting of the year between these two teams. The winner takes all tonight, and we'll move on to the regional semifinal, where they will take on the winner of Indian Creek and West Holmes. That game also being played today. We'll take one more timeout. We'll come back and have all the second half action on the Buffalo Wild Wings high school basketball game of the week.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
Fairfield Medical Center is more than a hospital. We're a health system that's been putting people first for more than a century. From the youngest patients to the eldest, our compassionate team of caregivers are here to support you through every season of life. We are healers, cheerleaders, patient advocates, and champions. Your health is our greatest accomplishment, and we are proud to serve you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait! How much can you afford to spend on a home? That's a good question. I'm Desi DeJohn, Assistant Vice President and Mortgage Loan Officer at the Savings Bank in Lancaster. It's important to know how much you can afford before you contact a real estate agent. Factors such as income, credit score, debt, and down payment can help determine how much a bank can lend you to buy a home. Getting pre-qualified is the best way to find out how much you can afford to spend on a home. You can apply to pre-qualify online anytime at thesavingsbankohio.bank.
Jacob.
Thank you. The Polar Bears are your OHSAA tournament champions, first time since 2009. What an exciting finish for the Ohio Northern Polar
Bears. Interface Video presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Dagger Law, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, Buckeye Toyota, Fairfield Medical Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield DD, North Body Shop, Fairfield County Adam H., The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, and ExploreHawkingHills.com.
And we're back here at Southeastern High School in Chillicothe, Ohio. It's the Division IV Southeast District Championship game. And Tim, the winner of this game will mean that the Mid-State League Buckeye will have 2 girls champions from their league, and 4 teams out of the 7 played in a district championship game. How's that? I mean,
that says a lot about the league.
Absolutely.
And the boys division was very balanced and good too this year, Jared.
And of course, we're mentioning the 4 teams, all those in our coverage area. Of course, we've got Circleville and Fairfield Union right here, but we've got Bloom Carroll. Congratulations to Coach A.J. Ireland. They won a district championship earlier this week. And Coach Tim Leist and the Amanda Clear Creek Aces lost their district final today. But 4 teams from the same league playing for district championships is saying a lot.
That says a lot.
As we begin this second half, the Falcons find themselves down 15-12. And a foul called on Avery Cottrell. That's going to be her second. Foul trouble could come into play here, as now Cottrell has 2, Sattler has 3, and Smeck has 2. Inbound comes into West. She will hand it off to Maddie Bleekman. And here's that slow down game that Circleville likes to get into.
Yeah, they're just going to be patient.
Yep.
Fairfield's giving them a little matchup zone.
Good hustle by Cottrell. She tipped it out of there but couldn't catch up with it to track it down. So Blakeman will inbound. Gets it to the corner to West. And back to Blakeman. And Martindale going to be called for the foul. And that will be her first.
Falcons foul number 31, Macy Martindale. Her first, team second.
Here's the Dagger Law replay. You make the call.
Yeah, that's a reach.
At home, fans.
You can't reach across the body of the player. Back to their man defense, which I think they'll be better than.
Yeah. Here's Edgington at the block. Has it tied up. And a jump ball, possession arrow going to give it to the Falcons. Good job by Sattler.
Yeah, this is not giving her much room to move, Jared. Good swarming defense around the post area. She's either got to catch it, find the open person opposite, or just put it up immediately. Right. Not going to have time to think about it.
Here's Smeck. Trapped, gets it back out to Cottrell. Dumps it inside to Thompson. Good job, Smeck cutting to the hoop, and Thompson found her. Shot too high off the glass.
Yeah, she just couldn't get control of the ball.
Martindale gets a hand on it, tips it out of bounds. .6:33 to play here in this third quarter, 15-12. Circleville leads it. Skip pass over to West. She's going to be trapped. Gets it away to Blakeman. Little running jumper, no good. Tracks down her own rebound. And pass intended for Blakeman. Check that, Edgington. It goes out of bounds off of the Tigers back to Fairfield Union. .6:07 to play, third quarter. Smeck will bring it up for the Falcons. They lost her for quite a bit of that first half with foul trouble.
Tell you who does a good job in this zone, Jared, is Maddox Bigham.
Yep.
She's long, she's active, and she's always aware of where people are in her area.
Tigers have it stolen away. Thompson just jumps right in front of the passing lane, steals it away. Here comes Christian. She'll get it out to Martindale. Thought about that three.
Got to keep moving the ball.
Skip pass over to Cottrell. They'll lob it in to Smeck. Smeck going to drive, put up a shot. It's blocked. Falcon fans want a foul. No call. Thompson drains the three.
You know, she's hit 2 tonight. She's 20%, I think, coming in.
And I think she's 2 for 2 tonight.
Those look good.
And that ties it up at 15. Blakeman brings it up, and she's going to be fouled. And Cottrell needs to be quiet, or she's going to get a technical foul.
Don't respond.
Because that would have been her fourth if she would have. She picked up her third personal.
Good job. Let her settle down.
Here's that three from Thompson. Good looking shot.
It does look good, Jared.
Barnsley in the game for Circleville.
West dumps it in to McConnell. McConnell has it tipped by Mitchell, who's back into the game for the Falcons.
Again, the ball over your head, Jared. Just it doesn't. You got to fake high, go low.
Right. Here's Edgington at the elbow, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul. Great job by Macy Martindale to take that one. That's going to be 2 on Addison Edgington.
Offensive foul, number 31, Addison Edgington. Her second, team first.
Watch it here. I think Martindale might have been moving, but Edgington
toughest call in sports, man.
Yeah, kind of lowered the shoulder and ran over her. Here's Smeck. Gets it to Mitchell. We'll dump it into Sattler. Out to Thompson. Christian skips it all the way over to Martindale. And they'll get it back to the top.
Yeah, you got to flash middle. There you go.
Sattler inside the paint. Kick it back out. Martindale for 3. No good. And good hustle by Sattler to track it down. Here's Thompson to the hoop. Puts it up, no good, but she's fouled. Edgington just picks up her 3rd foul. That's a big one.
That is. Christian, she tried to will that in.
Yeah.
Good job of attacking the basket, though. Great effort.
Timeout, Circleville.
30-second timeout.
Watch this. I love the hustle by Sattler here. Watch it. Nobody was on the backside. You never know what you're going to get with those long rebounds on 3-point attempts, and Sattler just went a long way to track it down. And then a good
Addison
job by
just
Thompson.
keeps her hands up again. Just stay vertical. Don't swat or slash down.
So Christian Thompson is going to go to the free throw line out of the timeout. She will shoot 2 shots. Her team is tied up right now with Circleville 15-15. I believe they've really only had 1 lead tonight, I think. Fairfield Union has.
Yeah, because they had a tough time early in the game with taking care of the ball, and then they had shots that they couldn't go down. But it's kind of one of those games, you know, Jared, it gets labeled as a grinder.
Yeah.
You got to be able to play possession by possession.
At the line, Christian Thompson shooting 2.
So Christian Thompson at the free throw line. She'll shoot 2 shots. First one's up and good. 64% free throw shooter. That gives her 11 points on the night. And Fairfield Union back up. Second for Christian, up and good. Give her 12, and the Falcons lead at 17-15. Clock rolls at 4:05 to play in the 3rd quarter. Edgington stays in the ballgame with those 3 fouls for Circleville. Tigers having trouble getting it up the floor. Coach Bigham catches that tip pass, and he's not happy with what his girls were doing on the press break.
He just wants them to look down the floor.
Inbound comes into Blakeman, lobs it into Edgington. She couldn't control it. It's out of bounds to Fairfield Union.
Not a bad look, though, Jared. Throw it over top of the defense with no help side.
Maddox Bigham going to come off the bench. She'll replace Edgington.
Bingham returning for
I think that's a good move. Addison was starting to get, not only did she have 3 fouls, but just get a little frustrated with herself, I think.
Let her catch her breath here.
And pass stolen away right into the hands of Allie Thornsley. Blakeman now trapped near midcourt. Now has it tipped, and that's out of bounds. It'll stay with Circleville.
Yeah, pressure's ramped up a little bit here. When they pick their dribble up, they're really overplaying hard.
You can hear Coach Bigham from here saying, space it out, spacing.
Well, the one thing in this sport, Jared, you can guard people, but you can't guard space.
Right.
And you can pass the spaces. It's kind of like the NFL quarterbacks. And
Sattler again all over the court, ties it up for a jump ball. It'll stay with Circleville, but good hustle by Samantha Sattler.
I've been around a long time, but there are a lot of officials in this gym.
You got that right.
Wow.
On both sides of the court.
And it's okay because they just wanted their teams to win.
Yep.
The excitement of it all.
Here's West. She'll skip it over to Bigham.
I don't know who they're going to find to get points other than Maddox.
Yeah. Trying to dump it inside. Wow, good catch by Blakeman. She puts it up,
Blakeman,
no good.
That's what I meant, Maddie Blakeman.
And then Smeck the rebound. She had a good look at it, just couldn't finish it. And then Smeck's pass stolen away, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Fairfield Union. Falcons will inbound it right in front of AD Scott Harris for Fairfield Union. Biggest cheerleader tonight. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 17-15, Fairfield Union leads it. Martindale, right side.
But I like this. They're moving the perimeter people, Jared.
Yep.
It's harder to find them. You have more looks. You might be able to get some dribble penetration.
Macy dumps it into Leith at the elbow. Leith, good move. Shot up, no good, in and out. Blakeman the rebound. Now Circleville picked up their dribble and finally got it across the timeline to McConnell. Now back to Blakeman. I think you're right, with Edgington out, you got to look to Blakeman to get her open and get a shot.
She's their next best option.
Kaylee West had 6 points in that first half, but this time throws it away. We're at 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Falcons lead it by 2, 17-15. Third matchup of the year for these two teams coming out of the same league. Both of them won by Fairfield Union, both of them close.
There you go.
Nice look inside to Thompson. A reverse layup, no good, but she's going back to the free throw line.
Yeah, with the ball reversal, you look high-low because the middle's open on a backside flash, but it's not going to be open if you just log in there and stand. That's an outstanding job of running zone offense. Watch here. She's wide open, and look at the high-low. That's awesome. It's good stuff.
Blakeman was called for the foul. That's her first, as Thompson drains the free throw. Addison Edgington comes back in with those 3 fouls. You don't want 42 to play in the third.
You don't want the gap to get too much because it is a low-scoring event, and points are valuable here.
Second free throw for Thompson, up and good. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. The 64% free throw shooter puts them up by 4, 19-15. Blakeman brings it across the timeline, is trapped. Three-pointer put up in the corner, no good. Edgington hustles for the rebound. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with Circleville as Maddie Mitchell tipped it out of there. Avery Cottrell going to quickly come off the bench for Fairfield Union. She'll replace Mitchell. Both of those two girls have 3 fouls, Cottrell and Mitchell. Inbound comes in to McConnell. She'll get it to Thornsley. Now they'll swing it back around to the top. Here's Blakeman with 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Skip pass to Thornsley, back out top now, West. And the ball tipped around and stolen away by Martindale. It just kind of landed right in her lap.
Yeah, just not a good angle.
Thompson puts up the 3, no good. Smeck tried to get the rebound, but Addison Edgington just too tall. And some Falcon fans wanted over the back. There's no such call.
No.
As Edgington went straight up for the ball.
Yeah.
And there's another throwaway by Circleville.
Yeah, it's tough. They have not scored this period.
Yeah, you're right.
That's tough, you know.
They led it 15-12 at halftime.
That's a tough thing. But that's also, maybe it's not been great offense, but it's also a tribute to Fairfield Union's defense. Too.
Yeah.
They're really been solid here. A little bit more fouling, I think, than Coach Barr wants, but overall pretty doggone good.
Smeck brings it up with 31 seconds to play in the quarter.
Yeah, I like this. Just hold it down to the quarter. So the least you're up when you go into the fourth quarter is 4 points. Maybe more, depending on what you get here.
Martindale will just hold it.
Yeah,
now
don't get cute.
Tried to get it into Thompson. It's tipped around. Into the hands of Cottrell. It's out of bounds. It goes to Circleville. Right in front of the Fairfield Union bench, and all three of their coaches were saying it's tipped, but the officials say no, it wasn't.
Here you go. You got to get a shot. You got to pressure the ball if they're smart.
Here's Blakeman bringing it up with 5, and a foul going to be called on Avery Cottrell. That is her 4th.
Yeah, that's just not a good foul.
Falcons foul number 2, Avery Cottrell, her 4th.
Here comes Edgington back into the game of 4.4.
Yeah, you're going to have to take away the direct pass from the sideline here. You're going to put somebody behind and in front. Look at Christian Thompson hanging around down there so they don't throw one right to her.
Kata Miller checked in for Fairfield Union, down to 3 seconds. Here's Edgington. Edgington shot from the block, no good. Look at that, almost. What a job by Mallory McConnell. I thought she was going to be able to lay it in.
Can't ask for much better.
We head to the 4th quarter with the Falcons up 19-15, and as we said, Shu, they held Circleville scoreless in that 3rd quarter.
That's hard to do, Jared. Against a good team, too.
Yeah. After 1, it was Fairfield Union leading 7-6. At halftime, it was Circleville leading 15-12. And now we're going to head to the 4th quarter with Fairfield Union leading 19-15, back and forth.
If you can get to 30, you're almost guaranteed a victory tonight.
Tim, we've got lots of teams around the area in action. Here's girls tournament matchups. Bloom Carroll moving on to the regional. They'll take on the winner of Warren Howland and Acropolis St. Vincent St. Mary's. In Division 5, Amanda Clear Creek made it all the way to the district final. Just ran into a buzzsaw with Johnstown today, lost that one. Last night, Fisher Catholic defeated Shekinah Christian in the district championship game. They'll move on to the regional at Logan High School.
Congratulations to our area teams.
On the boys' side, Lancaster will play most likely Olentangy Orange, and I tell you what, don't be fooled by that number 17 beside Lancaster. Anything can happen in a one-game tournament style, and they played really well last night against Newark.
Definitely.
Bloom Carroll won today. They knocked off Kipp. And you see Fairfield Union will take on Unioto right here at Southeastern on Tuesday. And then in Division 5, Amanda Clear Creek, they lost today. Liberty Union won today. They knocked off North Union, so they'll move on.
Yeah, good for them.
And right here at Larry Jordan Gymnasium at Southeastern High School, it's the Division 4 Southeast District Girls Championship game. And right now we head to the 4th quarter with the Falcons leading 19-15 over Circleville. Martindale gets it left side.
See the flash into the middle? I like it, Jared. It's better movement. Now you got to get it reversed.
Macy gets it to the elbow. Now here's Leith. Back to Mitchell. Out top, here's Smeck.
You got to get Christian somehow involved here,
yes, I
Jared,
agree.
in my opinion.
I agree. She has 14 points in the game. She had all 7 of their points in the 3rd quarter. Here's a 3 up and in for Macy Martindale.
Coach Barr said she's a gamer. You saw it right there, didn't you?
She hit a big 3 in the first half and a big 3 right here in the 4th quarter to put them up 22-15. And there's a steal by Martindale right into the hands of Smeck. Smeck to the hoop. She's fouled. Allie Thornsley going to be called for the foul, and Taylor Smeck will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's the momentum that they get going. We've seen it. That's how they did it earlier in the year when we saw them.
Yep.
They can get it going, and this is a good timeout by Coach Bigham.
There was that tip by Martindale. She had just hit a 3, tips that one right into the hands of Smeck, and Smeck going to go to the free throw line. And if you're Fairfield Union, that's a good person you want to shoot free throws. So the timeout called by Circleville, with Fairfield Union leading at 22-15. And there we go, back to those the boys matchups. Last night, Cardington beat Byrne Union. Millersport had a big win last night in the tournament play over Madison Christian. Fairfield Christian, man, they had a tough one. 2 overtime loss to Delaware Christian. And then Fisher Catholic knocked off Danville last week, and they'll take on Shekinah Christian Tuesday night at Fairbanks. That's going to be a tough matchup for Coach A.J. James and his Irish, but that'll be for a district championship as well.
Well, that's what happens when you get to that level, Jared. You're going to face good competition, regardless of which side of the, you're on, boys or girls. You're going to face good teams at some point.
Actually, I think that one's for district. That's in a district semifinal, that Fisher game.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
So out of the timeout, it'll be Taylor Smeck at the free throw line. She is a 70% free throw shooter. Her first trip there tonight. So check that. Second trip there tonight. I won't say what she's done, though.
You've already done it, I think, unfortunately.
Taylor's first free throw up and good.
Just prove you wrong, Jared.
Taylor with a chance to put them up by 9. And it's good. Largest lead of the night by either team, 24-15.
Here we go. See if the pressure's worn them down a little bit. You know what negates the pressure, though, Jared, is the fouling.
Yes.
Like that.
Ooh,
That's
that was
really
close
a foul.
right there, yeah. Blakeman dumps it to Edgington. Nice look, and Edgington puts it up and in.
Yeah.
First points of the second half for Circleville.
Yeah, with 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. But that's what you have to do against pressure. You got to
There's
attack
nice
it.
quick ball movement. 3 put up for Smeck, no good. Good rebound by Cottrell, or check that, Mitchell. But it's taken away by the Tigers. And then Mitchell steals it away. Maddie, nice move. Puts it off the glass and in.
Super athletic play.
First points of the ball game for Maddie Mitchell. Falcons back up by 9, 26-17. Pass almost thrown away, and it is. It's out of bounds. Or no, a traveling violation.
Yeah.
Falcon fans come to their feet on the near side as you see that last steal by Maddie Mitchell. And then look at the move.
Yeah. Well, they say put her in the spin cycle.
Yeah. Here is Mitchell. She'll direct some traffic and get it right side to Martindale. Here's Thompson. Thompson going to fire up the 3 and got it. Christian Thompson is 3 for 4 from behind the arc tonight. And look at Coach Barr, he's fired up.
Him and a few hundred others.
Yeah. That 3 by Christian Thompson puts him up 29-17 with 5:45 to play in regulation.
Well, the thing with Christian is she's got a little size, so she's getting a good look for her. She's shown a nice stroke this evening.
She has 17 points in the game, 9 of those from behind the three-point arc. And what'd you say coming in, three-point wise?
20%.
Wow. But when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Yeah, and she's got a great stroke, and
she does.
She's got 17 points, and that's what Circleville has.
Yeah, as a team, you're right. So the Falcons lead at 29-17.
Okay, good by Coach Bigham here. They're going to have to get a little more antsy, make a few more gambles.
Yep.
Not necessarily come out of your zone, but they're going to have to tweak it, Jared, to create some traps. And you still got to make sure you get a good shot.
If you're wondering, Fairfield Union, should they win this game, will move on to the regional semifinal at Zanesville High School on February 25th. They will take on the winner of Indian Creek and West Holmes. That game going on today. Out of the timeout, Circleville basketball trailing 29-17. And there's a steal. Martindale gets it over to Mitchell, and she puts it up and in. Maddie Mitchell has 4 in the game, all 4 here in this fourth quarter. Falcons starting to take control now. There's another steal, and it's going to be out of bounds, though. Tipped out of bounds by Mitchell. They've really turned up the pressure here.
We've seen it. You know, it just takes a toll, takes a little time, and they've quit fouling, Jared.
Yes.
You know, like I said, fouling negates pressure.
Yep.
That doesn't mean you don't play hard, you just don't foul.
There's another tip ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Circleville. McConnell, it worked on by Thompson. And gets it right side. Now they'll get it into Edgington. Edgington has it stripped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Circleville going to get a substitute into ball game. Quickly off the bench comes Jocelyn McLaughlin. A little bit of confusion on who's coming off the floor. It's going to be Bigham. Three in the corner, put up and in. That's why they brought her in the game. They brought McLaughlin in the game, and what's she do? Drains a three.
You call that instant offense.
Yeah.
Like stir the drink.
Pulls them to within 11, 31-20. That ends a run that Fairfield Union was on. Good pass over to Leith, and she puts it up and in.
Really nice pass. Nice finish, Jared. This is what's happened. They've got more confident and relaxed.
I tell you, Maddie Mitchell has really played well in the last 5 minutes or so, that last part of the third quarter into this fourth quarter.
Well, that's why you have a team. People have to step up. Cottrell got in a little foul trouble. Maddie had to come in and play well. She's athletic. She sees the floor and can do things. It's just a big advantage.
Foul was called on Taylor Smeck, her third. Here's Edgington. Gets it over. Shot put up and in for Mallory McConnell.
Yeah. Good pass by Addison right there. Faced the basket, found the cutter. See, they're going. You don't want to delay this early, Jared. 4 minutes is too long.
Yep.
You're going to have to attack because they're going to have all the advantage gambling. I like that right there.
Mitchell to Leith again. No good this time.
Great shot. I love that.
Yep.
Get the ball in the middle, attack the basket.
McConnell brings it up for the Tigers and has it stripped and stolen away. Martindale with another steal. Got it to Thompson. Here's Thompson going to the hoop. And is there a foul or just out of bounds?
No.
Both officials.
He's got a foul.
They're going to call it on Circleville.
Yeah.
Number 12, that's going to be Kaylee West.
Team second.
Both officials had it. We were just waiting to see which one was going to call it. Here it is. So they did not call it on Blakeman. She tried to take a charge.
Right.
It was
from behind.
West from behind.
Yeah. Well, she kind of thrust her into the play.
Martindale quickly right side to Smeck. Now Thompson in the corner. Christian dumps it in.
Good pass.
Was the right idea. Tried to get a look to the block to Smeck. Just stolen away.
Yeah, you have to throw it away from the defense in that situation.
Here's Edgington at the block. Has it taken away. Taylor Smeck the other way for the Falcons. Tries to get a pass over to Martindale. Stolen away by the Tigers and then tied up. The jump ball going to give it to Circleville. Coach Bigham quickly gets a couple of girls off the bench to check in.
Yeah, get your shooter in there.
Yep, Kaylee West and Jocelyn McLaughlin. And now Coach Barr going to take a timeout.
Yeah, not a bad decision right here. Talk about how if you get the ball and what do you want to do offensively? I still think you attack pressure if you're in a situation where you have an advantage, but you also have to understand the difference is that really the clock is going to become your enemy.
Yeah.
But there's a fine line, you say, between being passive and being patient. You want to be patient and sure of yourself, but you don't want to be passive because, boy, that just gets you in trouble.
Right. So
they've been aggressive all night.
3:23 to play in the ball game. Fairfield Union leads at 33-22. 11-point lead. And for Circleville, they did not score in the third quarter. They only have 7 points in this second half.
And actually, 4 or 6 of those have come recently here in the last couple minutes.
And how many times have they really not even been able to get the ball across midcourt?
Now here we go, still the man pressure. I'm good with that. See, they're getting deflections.
Tigers will get it across the timeline, but then have it stolen away. Maddie Mitchell with the steal. And then Leith was trying to get it to Martindale and throws it out of bounds.
So Coach Barr, just take your time. Once you get the ball, you have 10 seconds.
Right.
It's a longer time than you imagine.
Yeah.
Just settle down. Settle down. Possession of the ball is critical, Jared, in this situation because you can actually finish the game off with just taking your time.
Right. West inbounds to McConnell. They'll try to get it into Edgington. Stolen away by Leith. Here's Thompson now. She will pull it out. Get it to Smeck.
See, now this is okay, but they've got to come out and they can gamble. You just got to be sure. I say flash to the middle and look to attack.
Smeck gets it to Mitchell, but a timeout is almost a 5-second violation.
Well, he's still got 2 more.
Yeah.
So,
Tim, I know that there's an eternity left in this game, but we got to get to our players of the game. Let's go ahead and do that now. We'll do the Circleville player of the game first. Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Larry Tipton and the crew for great food, great service, and the best sports viewing in town. It's all at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Plaza Shopping Center on North Memorial Drive.
well, you know, when you've had trouble scoring, you know, we're not looking at just that part of it. We're looking about the whole game. And,
yeah.
you know, they've had a little trouble at times getting the ball before, but they've done a really good job. But really, the thing that makes Circleville go is Addison in the post, because it requires 2 people.
Yeah.
Or a person and a half, as we used to say.
Right.
Sometimes helps. So I think Addison was really the player of the game for the Tigers.
So congratulations, number 31, Addison Edgington, our Circleville player of the game, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Our Fairfield Union player of the game, brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. Learn more at carriagecompany.com.
What can you say about Christian Thompson?
Yeah.
She's made the shots.
Yep.
She's on the boards. She handles the ball. She does everything. She's the player of the game for sure.
Congratulations, number 10, Christian Thompson, the 6'2" senior. She's got 17 points. There she is. And her team leads at 33-22 with 2:38 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you got to get her the ball. She can throw over top of people with her size.
They'll get it to Leith at the top. Now back to Mitchell.
There you go.
And
Go to
here's
the hoop.
Thompson wide open, and then it was collapsed
That's okay.
on by 3 players, and Edgington gets the block.
Yeah. I'm good with the attack the basket versus the way. Once you get them to way overplay, that's
Yeah.
okay. But you got to finish.
Ava Justice checks into the ball game for the Tigers. She replaces Kaylin Burchett.
But they got to give some fouls at some point, Jared, because they got to get them into a foul.
There's Martindale. Clock rolls down to 2:13 in the 4th quarter. And Martindale has it tipped and stolen away.
Again, where was the ball, Jared? Over her head,
Yep.
you know.
Here's a 3 put up, no good. Rebounded by Thompson.
Now you look up.
And a foul going to be called
Yeah.
on Ava Justice.
That's okay. At Circleville, that's what you got to do right now. You've
Yeah.
got to, because you're battling the clock.
Circleville foul number 2, Ava
And they still have 2 fouls to give here.
Yeah, you can pressure and go for steals like we saw the other night in the game. Where pressure the ball and go for a steal. If they call the foul, so what?
Yep.
Overplay here.
Sattler checks in. She'll replace Leith. Thompson inbounds. Smeck tracks it down.
Got to take care of the ball versus pressure. You can't put it up over your head and try to pass off your tippy toes.
And a foul going to be called on Maddox Bigham.
Circleville foul number 5, Matt Bingham, her 3rd.
3rd foul on Maddox Bigham. Christian Thompson gets up a little slow. She might have taken a knee into the thigh, and that hurts.
Those do hurt. She's pretty much used to being on the floor, though, playing so much volleyball.
Yeah, you're right. Mitchell quickly gets it up on her end of the floor. 1:40 to play.
Just hold
in the
it.
ball game.
Now you go. Got to get low with the ball. Stay out of the corners.
The next foul be a shooting foul for the Falcons. Here's Mitchell. Back to Martindale, and that's a definite foul right there. A bump by Ava Justice. So Macy Martindale going to go to the free throw line.
Her 2nd, team 5th.
Macy has 6 points in the game, all 6 from beyond the 3-point arc. First free throw, no good. Alexis Leith checks into the ball game, replacing Sattler. 3 Circleville Tigers check in. Second free throw from Martindale is up and good.
Yeah, she's had a really good second half. Not just scoring, Jared. She does a lot of things for the team.
Edgington tried to throw one across the court, stolen away by Martindale. Oh, she had Thompson wide open for an easy layup.
See,
now Edgington going to be called for the foul.
I said again, that's an advantage for Chris. She can get the ball over her head and throw passes diagonal.
Right.
Tigers foul number 31, Addison Edgington, her 4th. Shooting the bonus, Thompson.
So Christian Thompson back to the free throw line.
Yeah, now you don't even have to shoot the ball, Jared, since you're in the double bonus here, or the bonus now.
She'll get a second one here. Christian makes one of two there, put him up 35-22. Clock rolls down to 1:05 to play in the ball game. McConnell brings it up for the Tigers and has it kicked by Christian Thompson. So Fairfield Union, with under a minute to play, they're feeling it. They can move on.
Bingham returning for the Tigers.
They have, done the unimaginable. They're going to be a district champion with an undefeated record.
It's a special time.
Yes, it is. Inbound comes in to McLaughlin. Edgington now in the corner. Back to McLaughlin. Here's Bingham. Down to 41 seconds. At the block. Ball tipped around. Here's Blakeman now. Down to 30 seconds. Blakeman drives, and a foul going to be called before the shot on Taylor Smeck.
Fairfield Union foul, number 23, Taylor Smeck, her fourth, team second. West returning for the Tigers.
I'm not sure if you're able to hear what the student section from Fairfield Union is chanting, but it's 0-3.
We're just glad they have a good math department, Jared.
I think it's that junior high math teacher,
I
Coach
think
Burke.
so, yeah. I think he's got him in advanced math.
Yeah, he taught them well. The 0-3 means this is going to be the third time this year that Fairfield Union has beaten Circleville.
Well, again, like we said earlier, I mean, if you're better and play better, you know, what's better? You have to play better than the other team that night.
Here's a three put up for Blakeman, no good. Rebounded by Leaf.
Don't foul.
And Mitchell just going to hold it and run out the clock, and the Fairfield Union Lady Falcons will be moving on to the regional tournament as they beat Circleville 35-22. Congratulations to Coach Keith Barr as his Lady Falcons are Southeast District champions. And they raise their record to 25-0.
Remarkable ride they're on.
There you see the Fairfield Union side. They brought a lot of fans with them tonight. Circleville did as well. And they're going home happy tonight, this Fairfield Union fans, and they're going to be coming back here Tuesday night to watch their boys team.
Well, outstanding defensive effort, especially in the second half. And when you look at giving up only 7 points second half, causing a lot of havoc, did an outstanding job, Jared. And just, you play hard, you work hard, and sometimes it pays off in life. And right now it's paying off for the Falcons.
Let's check some scoring. First of all, for the Circleville Tigers, Maddie Blakeman had 3 points. It was Kaylee West with 6. Jocelyn McLaughlin had 3. Mallory McConnell with 2, and Addison Edgington led the way for the Tigers with 8 points. Again, Blakeman 3, McLaughlin 3, McConnell 2, West 6, and Edgington had 8. For the Fairfield Union Falcons, they put 5 girls in the scoring column. Alexis Leith had 2. It was Taylor Smeck with 4. Maddie Mitchell had 4. Macy Martindale had 7. And leading the way for the Falcons was Christian Thompson with 18. Again, Leith 2, Martindale 7, Smeck 4, Mitchell 4, and Thompson 18. And what a game for the senior Christian Thompson.
Yeah, and also I just want to say a big shout out to both coaches for taking time to speak with me this week. They have busy schedules. They're not just a coach. They have a lot of other things going on, but they took time to share some thoughts. Always makes our broadcast that much better because we get to know a little more intricacies of the teams.
Yeah. And I tell you, this Circleville team, no slouch. I mean, they were 20-4 coming into this game. They'll end the season at 20-5 overall, 10-2 in the Mid-State League Buckeye. And we mentioned it earlier in the game. This is a really, really young team. They will be back.
They will be back. They have a nucleus of a very strong program going on year after year. And you're looking at some of the players. When you say young, they're even sophomores and freshmen.
Yeah. And we mentioned as well earlier in the game, during our pregame, of course, Addison Edgington coming off of a horrific car accident, coming back, and she's really still trying to get more strength. And you can kind of tell that tonight. She's not back to 100%.
No, I think that was what we had seen. It was November when she actually really got to come back a little bit and work her way back in through some volleyball. And now, but good for her. What shows what resilience and really what this is all about. And a big shout out to Coach Barr, though. I feel good for him. He's been in it a long time. You know, he's a warrior in this, and congrats to his team and his girls.
Now let's look ahead for Fairfield Union. They will move on. They'll take on the winner of Indian Creek and West Holmes. That game will be played at Zanesville High School. That'll be coming up on Tuesday, I believe. Is that right? The 25th? They might. Is there any chance that they would try to get that moved since their boys play here on the same night?
Well, I
Is
don't
that
know.
possible in the tournament?
Sometimes, maybe. There may be some consideration. I've talked to Coach Schaefer about that and Mr. Harris and see if there's a possibility of, I mean, that's just almost unkind.
Yeah, I know that in Division 7 for Fisher Catholic, both their boys and girls were scheduled to play on the same night in the tournament. They were able to move those, so maybe they'll be able to do that for
might not
Fairfield
move
Union.
the date, but you may be able to move the time.
Yeah.
And with, I think the Fairfield Union boys are here at Southeastern, and the girls will be at Zanesville, so it would have to be a pretty big gap in time to accommodate.
Right. And of course, you can see that the Falcons travel well. I mean, the Falcons fans travel well, and so they're going to want to be at both places if they can be.
They always support.
Going to take a look here as we see the medal presentation for Fairfield Union. Athletic Director Scott Harris, as well as both principals from Fairfield Union, coming out to hand out the medals to the victorious Fairfield Union Falcons.
When your name is called, please step forward.
And we will just let you listen.
Number 2, Avery Cottrell, senior. Number 3, Kata Miller. Number 10, Christian Thompson, senior. Number 13, Madeline Mitchell. Number 20, Samantha Sattler, senior. Number 22, Zaylee Bojanowski. Number 23, Taylor Smeck. Number 30, Joe Cooperrider, senior. Number 31, Macy Martinville. And number 40, Alexis Leak, senior. Your assistant coach, Kelsey Turkowski. Seth Cooperrider and head coach Keith Barr.
Here's what the girls want.
At this time,
the trophy.
Would the captains step forward to accept your district championship trophy for the Lady Falcons?
As we wrap it up, Tim, as a coach, no better feeling than watching your team hoist that trophy.
No, it's the greatest thing, and the best thing, if you're fortunate to ever do it, is hoist a trophy and also cut down the nets. Because not everybody gets to do this, Jared. And you can be a hard worker and do everything right. There's no guarantee, so enjoy the moment.
Once again, we'd also like to acknowledge Circleville Outgoing
Well, that's going to do it for us. We want to say thanks to our Interface Video Productions crew tonight. Always doing a fantastic job. Josh Messerly, our producer and director. Donnie Ziegfeld on graphics and scoreboard. And our cameras tonight, Jason Roush and Shane Messina. Thanks to them, and congratulations to the Fairfield Union Lady Falcons. They will move on to the regional semifinal at Zanesville High School on Tuesday night. They're victorious today by a final score of 35-22 over Circleville. For our entire Interface Video Productions crew and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great day, everybody.
Interface Video presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Dagger Long, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, Buckeye Toyota, Fairfield Medical Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield DD, North Body Shop, Fairfield County Adam H., The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, and ExploreHawkingHills.com.